My dear child, close your eyes for just a moment and listen to what your heart already knows, deep down. You were never made to walk through this life feeling lost or forgotten. Every single day you wake up carrying worries, tired thoughts, and quiet fears you don't even say out loud. But today, something is going to shift inside you. Today is the day you remember that you are held, you are seen, and you are deeply, deeply loved. There is a beautiful future waiting for you, one filled with hope and purpose. Nothing about your life is random. Every season you have walked through, even the hard ones, has had a reason behind it. Even now, in the middle of your storms, in the middle of the chaos that feels too loud to escape, everything is being worked out for your good. You are not falling apart. You are being put back together piece by piece in a way that will one day make perfect sense. Think about how a caterpillar disappears into a cocoon, and for a while, nothing seems to be happening from the outside. It looks quiet, still, almost lifeless. But inside, an entire transformation is taking place. That is exactly what is happening in your life right now. The waiting, the silence, the seasons where nothing seems to move, none of it is wasted. You are becoming something new. I know your heart has been heavy. I know you have carried worry like a stone in your chest, waking up with it and going to sleep with it still there. But that fear does not get the final word. Your fears will be calmed and your faith will grow stronger than you ever thought possible. You were not made by accident. You were shaped with care, with joy, and with a purpose only you can fulfill. There is a light inside you meant to reach people far beyond what you can imagine, and it is time for that light to shine. Think about a tree standing beside a flowing river. No matter how hot the sun gets, that tree does not wither because its roots are drinking from a source that never runs dry. That is the kind of life you were made for. When you stay connected to what is true and good, when you keep walking in the right direction, you become like that tree. You bear good fruit at exactly the right time, and no drought, no dry season can destroy roots that go that deep. A tree like that does not panic when the wind picks up. Its branches may sway, its leaves may shake, but it stays standing because what holds it in place is beneath the surface, unseen by anyone passing by. Your strength works the same way. People only see what's visible on the outside, the smile you wear, the way you keep showing up, but what truly holds you steady is happening quietly underneath everything where no storm can reach it. Hold on to your faith because you have been prepared for everything you are about to face. This season is not wasted time. You are being shaped, strengthened, and made ready for something bigger than what you have known before. Keep your eyes forward. Keep your heart open. As you take each step, know that you are never walking alone and that the love surrounding you will never run out, never fade, and never let you down. Even when you feel like you have nothing left to give, remember that your strength does not come from you. It comes from something far greater than your own tired arms and worn-out spirit. When doubts start creeping in, when questions rise up in the quiet hours of the night, hold on to what you know to be true. You have been given strength beyond your own and a quiet confidence that can carry you through anything. Dear child, a single act of kindness can help God's message reach someone who needs hope today. If you feel blessed by this channel, you can stand with us through the PayPal links in the description and pinned comment. Thank you for helping us spread God's love one soul at a time. My child, take a breath right now. Just breathe. You are not alone in this. Lift your hands, not because everything is perfect, but because you are about to see real change. Every hard thing you are facing right now is not new or unknown. There is nothing you're walking through that hasn't already been overcome before. Success belongs to you, and no matter what stands in your way, you will get through it. Isn't it comforting to know that some things never change? Promises that were made to you are still standing strong today, just as they always have. So, keep walking in faith and watch as your path unfolds exactly the way it's meant to. Be brave as you move forward, because your life is held carefully, guided by wisdom far greater than your own. You are being led toward a place of peace and abundance, even on days when the road ahead doesn't make sense. Whatever tomorrow holds, you do not need to be afraid of it. The way has already been prepared for you before you even take the first step. No matter what challenges try to rise against you, the love surrounding you is stronger than any of it. Peace wraps around you like a blanket, and light leads you forward even in the darkest moments. You will never be left behind, and you will never be forgotten. Your greatest strength as you move ahead is knowing how deeply you are loved. Think of a shepherd caring for his flock, always watching, always leading them towards safety and rest. That is exactly how you are cared for. Whether you're celebrating a win or drowning in sadness, that same steady love holds you up through it all. Even when the world outside looks dark, your inner light will keep shining because that promise was never meant to be broken. A good shepherd doesn't just lead the flock from far away. He walks among them, notices which one is limping, which one has wandered too close to danger, which one is simply tired and needs to be carried for a while. You are never just one face in a crowd. You are noticed individually, each cared for personally, and led with patience even when you wander, even when you're slow to follow, even when you need to be carried more than you'd like to admit. If these words are already speaking to your heart, take a second right now to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next, because there is so much more strength and comfort still ahead in this message. You were never meant to carry the heaviness of your past forever. It's time to set that bag down, the one filled with all pain, all guilt, and memories that weigh you down more than they help you grow. All of it has already been dealt with. You don't need to drag it behind you anymore. Let it go and trust that it will be carried far away from you, out of reach, never to return. Picture yourself walking along a beach carrying a heavy sack over your shoulder filled with rocks you picked up along the way. Each one representing a mistake, a regret, a moment you wish you could take back. Every step feels harder because of that weight. Now picture setting that sack down at the water's edge and watching the tide slowly pull it out to sea, further and further until it disappears completely. That is what forgiveness does. It doesn't just lighten the load, it removes it entirely. You don't need to defend yourself to people who only want to remind you of your past mistakes. What matters most is that you chose to keep moving forward and never turn back. People who judge you for things long gone usually aren't looking at their own hearts closely enough. Don't let their opinions shape how you see yourself. What matters is the strength you're building today and the steps you're taking toward a better tomorrow. Every step you take is leading you somewhere good. Your health, your happiness, your everyday life, all of it is being watched over. Words of comfort will fill your soul until there's no more room for fear. You are not forgotten, not even for a second. Every mistake from your past has already been wiped clean. You don't want to live in that old story anymore. You want peace, you want a fresh start, and that is exactly what is waiting for you. Some days, it will feel like the same struggles keep coming back wearing different faces, trying to wear you down until you want to quit. When that happens, don't turn to noise or distraction. Turn inward instead. Sit in stillness and let your heart speak honestly about what it's carrying. You are loved beyond anything words can capture, and that love isn't going anywhere. It made you want more, want connection, want peace. And that desire in you is real and it is good. Even if everything around you changes, that love stays exactly the same, like a flame that refuses to go out no matter how hard the wind blows. You have every reason to feel secure today. Don't let material worries steal your peace. You will not be left lacking. Look back at all the times you were carried through impossible situations, times when everything seemed lost, but a way opened up anyway. Those moments were not luck. They were proof that you are watched over, and the same kind of breakthrough is still available to you now. Think back to a specific moment when you didn't know how you would get through something, a bill you couldn't pay, a diagnosis that scared you, a relationship that fell apart, a door that seemed permanently shut, and somehow you made it through. Somehow a way appeared that you hadn't planned for. That wasn't chance. That was a pattern that is still active in your life today, ready to show up again whenever you need it most. The best is still ahead of you. Whatever chaos, fear, or fighting you've known before doesn't have to define your future. The world around you keeps shifting, but the steady love that holds you together never does. Use your hands, your voice, and your life to bring good into the lives of people around you. Feed the hungry, comfort the sick, refresh the thirsty. Every promise spoken over your life has built a wall of protection around you, keeping you safe even when you didn't realize it. Bigger seasons of success are coming, better than anything you've experienced before, but they require belief and action from you. Pray. Listen. Get up and walk forward with the desire to bless others that has been placed inside you. When you face challenges, watch how quickly the obstacles clear out of your path. People who are truly good and honest will recognize your journey and want to walk alongside you, sharing in your success rather than standing in your way. Family members who once doubted you or misunderstood you may come around and treat you with the respect you've always deserved. Don't be afraid. Keep moving. If you believe these words, let that belief show. Stand a little taller today. Hold tightly to what you know is true, and don't let discouragement steal your focus from the road ahead. Even on your hardest days, there is comfort waiting for you, a fresh reminder for your soul every single morning. If you fall, you will be picked back up. If you cry, comfort will find you. If you feel weak, strength will be given to you exactly when you need it. Believe and trust that even better things are still ahead. Take a moment right now to imagine the good things being planned for your future. That moment is closer than you think. You are walking toward a place full of wonder, and there's no room in that journey for doubt. Don't stop now, not when you're this close. When you finally reach the top of the mountain you've been climbing, you'll be allowed to rest. But remember, that peak isn't the final destination. There is more purpose ahead, more lives to touch, more dreams to fulfill, not just for you, but for the people who come after you. Maybe you've made mistakes. Maybe people misunderstood you or spoke badly about you. None of that has the power to hold you back anymore. Every chain from your past has already been broken. Even through tears, you will witness a victory so clear that the people who doubted you will be left speechless. You won't need to prove anything because your life will speak for itself. Think of clay being shaped gently by a skilled potter's hands. That is exactly what has been happening to you. A quiet, patient transformation because you were willing to be humble and open to change. You have been lifted up like an eagle catching the wind, growing stronger with every rise. And as you've climbed higher, your dreams have started coming true. A potter doesn't rush the clay. Sometimes the wheel spins slowly. Sometimes the potter's hands press firmly. Sometimes the shape has to be pushed back down and reworked entirely before it becomes what it was meant to be. If your life has felt like that lately, reshaped again and again, know that it isn't wasted effort. Every version you've passed through was necessary to get you to the shape you were always meant to hold. You chose to believe even when others mocked you or tried to make you feel small for it. That kind of quiet strength is seen and deeply valued. Every tear you've cried, every loss you faced, every lonely night, none of it went unnoticed. You have never truly been alone, even in your darkest hours. That love has never wavered, not once, and it never will. Let that truth protect you from the harshness of this world. Rest in it. Let go of the constant pressure to please everyone around you, because that has never been what defines your worth. If people have mocked what you believe or who you are, know that pain has been felt and understood before. Hold on and you will get through it too. In your quiet moments, reach for that steady presence. Let it become your safe place, your source of strength, your constant hope. Every prayer you've ever whispered has been heard. Every leap of faith you've taken has been supported. Let peace fill you now, a peace so deep it goes beyond anything logic can explain. That kind of peace steadies your heart and stabilizes your soul. Every time you choose to stay strong in your faith, even when it's hard, you are building something valuable that lasts far longer than any struggle you're facing today. Don't grow tired. Your strength isn't something you have to manufacture on your own. Whatever you're going through now is shaping who you're becoming. Even the things that don't make sense right now are working together for your good. You are being drawn closer to something deeper, something that understands you completely, even in the moments you don't understand yourself. Dear child, every video on this channel is created with love, faith, and dedication to sharing God's Word. If these messages inspire and encourage you, you can support our mission through PayPal links in the description and pinned comment. Thank you for being part of this journey. My child, sometimes things happen that are hard to make sense of, but they are never without purpose. You are becoming exactly who you were always meant to be. Your faithfulness, even in silence, is noticed. Your reward is coming in ways you can't yet imagine. Make time daily to sit quietly, to listen, to simply rest. The closer you draw near, the more you'll understand how deeply you are loved. Let that steady truth hold you up when storms hit, and let it guide you when the noise of the world tries to drown it out. This world can offer distractions, but it cannot give you what your soul truly needs. Real joy, real peace, real meaning. These only come from walking closely, step by step, trusting fully. If you let yourself be led, you will be taken on a journey far beyond anything you could have planned for yourself. Whatever you're going through today is only temporary. A beautiful future is already being prepared for you. One without shame, without lingering pain, without the weight of sorrow you've been carrying. Nothing you have given up, nothing you have sacrificed along the way has been wasted. Loyalty is remembered and rewarded in ways beyond what you can picture. Paths are being cleared, doors are being opened, and ways are being made even in situations that look impossible from where you stand. The struggles of today are simply proof of the faithfulness you'll witness tomorrow. So, don't let fear settle in. Don't let hopelessness take root. Keep believing, keep trusting, keep walking forward, because you are never walking that road by yourself. If you're carrying grief today, if you feel like giving up, let these words wrap around your heart again. They are meant to heal, to strengthen, to remind you why it's worth continuing to believe and keep fighting. Whatever forces try to knock you down, they will not succeed. Say it to yourself, I will not give up. I will keep moving forward. Nothing standing against you will win because you are not fighting this battle by yourself. When fear and doubt try to shake your footing, remember you never have to face them alone. There is protection ahead of you, behind you, and right beside you every step of the way. Be strong because you've been given faith like armor and truth like a sword, sharp enough to cut through every lie trying to convince you that you're not enough. Rest for a moment. Set your problems down instead of carrying them everywhere you go. That unshakable love you've been given doesn't disappear in hard seasons, doesn't fade with rain or darkness or opposition. When you feel weak, lean into that strength and it will hold you up again. When you feel lost, guidance will show you the way forward, lifting you when you stumble and giving you hope when you feel like there's none left. Make room daily to step away from the noise of the world and simply be still. That's where real peace lives. Let your heart be calmed by quiet promises. Let yourself be reminded just how deeply you are cared for. Whatever problems the world throws your way, none of them are bigger than what has already been overcome. Walk with confidence, knowing your victory has already been secured, even if you can't see the full picture yet. Think about someone learning to swim for the first time. At first, every wave feels terrifying. Every gulp of water feels like it might pull them under. But over time, with practice and trust, they learn that the water that once scared them can actually hold them up if they stop fighting it and simply float. Life's challenges work the same way. The very things that feel like they'll drown you often become the things that teach you how to stay afloat. If you're finding comfort in these words, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next part of this journey, because there's a lot more encouragement still ahead. Things may look uncertain from where you're standing, but that doesn't mean they are out of control. The bigger picture is already understood, even when you can only see one small piece of the puzzle. Your perspective is limited by today, but the plan being worked out reaches far beyond what today can show you. You might not understand everything happening right now, but there will come a day when every piece makes perfect sense. Imagine standing too close to a large painting. So close that all you can see are random brushstrokes and blotches of color that don't seem to connect to anything. It's only when you step back far enough to see the whole canvas that the picture suddenly makes sense. Right now, you're standing too close to your own life to see the full picture. But one day, you'll step back and everything, the hard seasons included, will look like it was placed there on purpose. Hope is growing in your heart right now, even if it feels small. A bright future is still ahead, and nothing about your story is finished. The dreams placed inside you haven't been forgotten. Healing is coming, purpose is coming, and beauty is being made from the broken pieces of your past. Just like an eagle catches the wind and rises higher without struggling against it, you will be lifted the same way, carried through hard seasons, and given reasons to dance again even after sadness. You are being led towards something bigger than anything you could imagine on your own. Even if you can't see the whole path yet, take it one step at a time. Hold these words close, even when the world says otherwise, even after mistakes you've made along the way. You are loved without limits, without conditions, and nothing, not fear, not failure, not doubt, can separate you from that love. You have been chosen, valued, and called for something meaningful. Keep going, because you are never walking this road alone. When doubts creep in, remember what has already been promised to you. That promise has never failed, and it never will. You will never be abandoned, never forgotten. Walk boldly, because light is going ahead of you the whole way. No lie, no bad news, no discouraging voice gets to define your future. True freedom comes only through staying anchored to what is real and unshakable. No fortune teller, no outside source actually knows what your future holds, so don't hand your peace over to uncertainty. Trust fully and hold on with everything you have, because the chains that once held you back are already broken. Be brave. Don't let fear or sadness control your story, because you are never left to face life on your own. Get ready, because the door you've been praying about is about to open. Nobody expects you to be perfect. Mistakes and flaws don't disqualify you. What truly matters is the faith that keeps you moving forward even when it's hard. Keep asking. Keep seeking. Keep knocking, because persistence is always met with an answer eventually. Think of a child knocking on a locked door, unsure if anyone will answer, but knocking anyway because somewhere deep down they believe someone will come. That kind of persistent childlike trust is powerful. It doesn't overthink. It doesn't give up after the first few knocks. It simply keeps knocking, keeps asking, keeps believing that eventually the door will open. Your persistence today is not in vain. Your consistency and quiet determination don't go unnoticed. You are an example to the people around you, and many will find strength simply by watching how you keep going even when life gets difficult. The road ahead may still be long, but you are going to make it. And when you receive good things, remember to share them, because generosity is what keeps blessings flowing rather than stagnant. You will not be left lacking. Whatever pain, sadness, or scarcity you've known in your past doesn't have to follow you into your future. Just continue being honest, being loyal, being someone people can trust, because that has carried you further than you realize. Even if you stumble, even if you fall down and get covered in the mud of a hard season, you will get back up, because that has always been who you are. You deserve truth, not empty flattery. Real care sometimes means hearing something honest instead of something comfortable, because real love always tells the truth even when it's hard to hear. That truth is meant to help you grow, to protect you from following things that only sound good on the surface but lead nowhere solid. You have been equipped with everything you need to stand strong, and nothing will be able to stand in your way for long. My child, we are committed to spreading hope, faith, and the message of Jesus Christ to people around the world. If you would like to help us continue this work, please visit PayPal links below. Your kindness means more than words can express. Dear child, ask yourself honestly, do you still believe? Are you willing to trust again the way you did before? Because something meaningful is about to happen in your life. But understand that with every blessing often comes a pest. Jealousy might show up. People might try to convince you that your progress is just luck. When that happens, don't waste your energy arguing. Just keep walking forward with quiet confidence. The door you've been knocking on is finally opening. Don't let fear or the opinions of others shrink you back down. Keep your faith steady, and you will stand tall even in front of people who doubted you. Picture green fields and calm, peaceful water, a place of rest that's waiting for you after every storm you've walked through. You are cared for completely. So, go ahead. Reach out your hand because good things are already on their way to you. Even when people around you feel shaken or afraid, you can stand firm. Dressed in quiet confidence like armor, you are watched over both in the busy hours of the day and in the stillness of night. Nothing hidden will trip you up, and no trap set by unseen enemies will catch you off guard. You are being guided, protected, and led towards something beautiful. Think of a bird that trusts the wind enough to spread its wings fully. That kind of trust, the kind that doesn't overthink or hesitate, is what allows you to rise above your circumstances and reach heights you didn't think were possible. After flying high, that same bird returns to rest, renewed and stronger than before. That cycle of rising, resting, and rising again is exactly how growth works in your life too. Even in seasons where others around you may only see lack or hardship, you and the people you love can walk in abundance instead. Gifts placed in your life are meant to multiply, not just for you, but for everyone connected to you. Growing unstoppable faith isn't about ignoring fear. It's about learning to trust more than you doubt. Let go of old excuses and old limitations. You are capable of far more than you've allowed yourself to believe. If you're facing a new struggle right now, take a quiet moment, breathe, get still. In that stillness, clarity often shows up quietly, offering the answers you've been searching for. Whatever problem feels too big, it isn't bigger than the support surrounding you. Every obstacle that once felt impossible to climb will eventually be nothing more than something you stepped over on your way to something greater. You will grow stronger the way you did in younger, more energetic years, and you'll be able to move past whatever tries to threaten your progress. Whether it's loud opposition or quiet discouragement, when you need help winning any battle, all you have to do is reach inward, because support is always closer than you think, present in your everyday life, your quiet moments, and everywhere in between. You can do far more than you give yourself credit for. Even your fears will lose their grip once your faith becomes stronger than your doubt. Good things, unexpected gifts, are coming your way not because you've earned them through perfect effort, but simply because you are deeply valued. This isn't a competition, and nobody is comparing your journey to someone else's. You are being cared for individually, personally, and consistently. It's easy to look at someone else's life and feel like you're falling behind, like their success somehow makes your own progress smaller. But your path was never meant to be measured against anyone else's. Two trees can grow side by side in the same soil, yet one may bloom earlier and the other later, and neither one is wrong for growing on its own timeline. Your timeline is your own, and it is exactly right for you. People sometimes try very hard to prove their worth through big gestures, but what truly matters is genuine faith, the kind you already carry. You know deep down that you won't be destroyed by hardship, that you can walk through difficult situations without being consumed by them. Confusing seasons will eventually pass and won't come back once you release them. Share whatever goodness you've been given with everyone you meet, because you were given the power to make a difference in ways you may not even fully realize yet. When you reach out with gratitude and humility instead of pride, incredible things begin to happen. Real strength doesn't need to be loud or attention-seeking. Quiet acts of kindness, done without needing recognition, are often rewarded in the most meaningful ways. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is close the noise out completely, sit in silence, and simply listen. Once you step back out into the world after that stillness, you'll notice things falling into place in ways that feel almost magical. People around you will notice the difference in you, even if you never explain it. If you have faith and genuinely want to grow closer to what's real and good, that door is always open to you. Stay humble, stay grateful, and watch how good things naturally find their way to you. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. Believe now, the same way you believed in your darkest moments, when everything looked hopeless and a way opened up anyway. You were never meant to lose. Your story is one of overcoming, not surrendering. Keep seeking, keep growing, and let joy settle into your heart because something worth celebrating is about to unfold. Clear your mind of doubt and fear because impossible situations have a way of turning into undeniable proof of what's possible when you keep believing. Even in the quiet, uneventful days, preparation is happening behind the scenes for what's coming next. Right now may feel like an ordinary day, nothing special, nothing remarkable happening. But some of the most important preparation in your life is happening exactly during days like this one. Farmers don't plant seeds and see fruit the very next morning. They wait through seasons that look completely empty on the surface, trusting that something is happening underground out of sight before anything visible breaks through the soil. Your ordinary days are part of that same quiet process. This is a good moment to pause and remind you, if you've made it this far and you're feeling something shift inside you, go ahead and subscribe now, because the next part of this message carries even more encouragement for whatever season you're walking through. The plans for your life are good, and your future holds more than you currently believe is possible. Release whatever has been weighing your spirit down, and step into the joy that's been prepared for you. When you let go of your burdens, you'll discover that support was already working in your favor, in ways far better than anything you could have imagined on your own. Draw close, and your heart will find the peace it's been searching for. You don't need to wait for a perfect moment to reach out. Come exactly as you are, with all your questions, your tiredness, your hope, and your doubt. Every day, your faith has the chance to grow a little stronger, and your spirit has the chance to be restored a little more. The comforts of this world are temporary, but real lasting satisfaction comes from something deeper, something that never runs dry. Think about how quickly the excitement of a new purchase fades, how a new phone that felt thrilling the first week becomes ordinary within a month. Worldly comforts work like that, temporary and fading. But real peace, the kind that comes from being deeply loved and understood, doesn't fade with time or familiarity. It only grows stronger the more you return to it. Dear child, this ministry exists to bring encouragement, prayer, and God's truth to every heart that needs it. You can stand with us through PayPal links in the description and pinned comment. May God bless you abundantly for your love and support. Dear one, make time to trust, to listen, to simply be present. Doing this changes how you see your entire life, filling it with hope, love, and the quiet reassurance that you are never truly alone. You were never meant to carry everything by yourself. Set it down and allow peace to take its place instead. It might feel like you've been waiting a long time for answers, but nothing about your timing has been wasted. Every delay has purpose. You are being strengthened, prepared, and ready for something good that's still on its way. Don't grow tired. Don't give up now. Your faith is becoming more valuable through every trial, like gold refined by fire, and soon you will see clearly just how much care has gone into shaping your journey. Gold does not become valuable by staying untouched in the ground. It has to go through intense heat, be melted down, and have every impurity burned away before it becomes something precious enough to be treasured. If your life has felt like it's been through fire lately, that isn't punishment, that's refinement. You are becoming more valuable, not less, through everything you've endured. Every step, every challenge, every quiet moment is part of something bigger being woven together for your good. Even when you feel worn out, even when your strength runs low, rest assured that renewal is always available to you. Real happiness isn't found in things that fade or break down over time. It's found in knowing, without a doubt, that you are loved completely and unconditionally. A shift is coming. Hold on, because everything is about to change for the better, and the good things ahead will be greater than anything you could have asked for or dreamed up on your own. Some people struggle to accept that they are loved this deeply, and because of that, they convince themselves they're alone in the world. But you don't have to believe that lie. Open your heart, because there is a place ready for you, arms open, waiting to embrace exactly who you are, dreams, tears, and all. Your goals are not selfish or wrong. Wanting good things for yourself and the people you love is completely valid. You are not meant to be buried under financial stress or overwhelming burdens that were never yours to carry alone. Whatever good comes your way is meant to be shared, not hoarded, because generosity keeps everything flowing the way it's supposed to. A seed that's never planted never has the chance to grow into something greater. Let go of anything blocking your progress and allow abundance to move freely through your life. You are provided for completely. Nothing about your care depends on perfection, your past, or your mistakes. That kind of love existed before you were even born, and it will remain steady for every single day that follows, even when the world feels dark, even when people disappoint you, even when it feels like no one truly sees you. Remember this: nothing can separate you from being deeply and completely loved. Come as you are. Set down the things that make you feel unworthy or unsure of yourself. There is room for everything you carry: your fears, your questions, your tiredness, your hope. You don't have to earn love that has already been freely given to you. Nothing you've done and nothing that's happened to you can take that away. You are held in your happiest moments and in your hardest ones, guided gently and completely, even in the times you can't feel it happening. You don't need to be perfect to be welcomed. Just come and let that steady, unwavering kindness make you whole again. Seek it with your whole heart, not because you feel like you've earned it, but simply because it's already yours. Every day spent in quiet connection helps you understand a little more clearly just how loved you truly are. Think about how a small child doesn't have to perform or achieve anything to be loved by a parent who adores them. The love comes first, unconditionally, before any accomplishment. That is the same kind of love surrounding you right now. One that isn't waiting for you to become good enough, because in truth, you already are enough exactly as you are today. Nothing in this world compares to a love this pure, this steady, and this lasting. It never fades, never runs out, and never changes its mind about you. Whatever storms come, whatever seasons shift, whatever people walk in and out of your life, this steady presence remains. Quiet but unshakable, patient but never distant. Let this truth settle into your bones today. You are not too much. You are not too broken. You are not too far gone. There is no version of you that falls outside the reach of this love. Every wound you carry is already known, every scar already seen, and none of it disqualifies you from being embraced fully and completely, exactly as you are in this very moment. You may have spent years believing you had to earn rest, earn peace, earn the right to simply exist without striving so hard. But rest was never something you had to work for. It was always available, always offered, always waiting for you to simply stop running long enough to receive it. Lay your burdens down now, right where you are, and let something steadier hold them instead. There will be seasons ahead that test this truth. Moments where doubt whispers that maybe this time is different. Maybe this time you've gone too far or fallen too hard to be caught. Don't listen to that whisper. It has never been true before, and it isn't true now. The same steady hand that has held you through every storm before is holding you through this one too. If you've made it this far, take one more moment to subscribe, if you haven't already, because there is still more comfort, more strength, and one final closing message waiting for you just ahead. Think about the seasons of the year for a moment. Winter looks like nothing is growing, like everything has gone still and lifeless. But underneath the frozen ground, roots are quietly preparing for spring. Nothing about winter is wasted, even though it looks empty on the surface. If you are in a winter season right now, know that spring is not far away. And everything that feels dormant right now is simply gathering strength for what's coming. You may feel like you are behind where you thought you'd be by now, comparing your current chapter to some imagined timeline you set for yourself years ago. Let go of that comparison. Your life was never meant to follow someone else's clock, and it certainly was never meant to follow the version of yourself you imagined when you didn't yet understand everything you understand now. You are exactly where you need to be. Every hard conversation you've had to have, every relationship that ended painfully, every job that didn't work out the way you hoped, all of it shaped you into someone with more wisdom, more compassion, and more resilience than you had before. None of it was wasted, even the parts that hurt the most. Especially the parts that hurt the most. There is a strength in you that you have not yet had to fully use, reserves you don't even know exist until life calls on them. You have survived 100% of your hardest days so far. That is not a small thing. That is proof, undeniable proof, that you are far stronger and far more resilient than you give yourself credit for. Whatever you are afraid of facing tomorrow, remember that you are not facing it with today's strength. You will be given exactly what you need, exactly when you need it, not a moment before and not a moment too late. Trying to carry tomorrow's weight with today's strength will always feel impossible because it was never meant to be carried that way. Dear child, if these messages have brought peace to your heart, strengthened your faith, or reminded you of God's love, please consider supporting this ministry through PayPal links below. Together, we can continue sharing hope and God's Word with countless souls around the world. Beloved child, let today be enough. Let this moment be enough. You don't have to solve everything all at once. You don't have to have every answer figured out before you take the next step. One step is enough. One breath is enough. One small act of courage today is enough to keep moving you forward toward everything that's waiting for you. Now, my dear child, as we come to the end of this message, take one more slow, deep breath with me. Let your shoulders relax. Let your jaw unclench. Let go of whatever tension you've been holding on to, maybe without even realizing it, throughout this entire day. You are not the sum of your worst days, and you are not defined by your hardest seasons. You're someone who was thought of with care long before today, someone whose story is still being written with purpose and love in every page. Whatever you walked into this moment carrying, whatever weight was sitting on your shoulders, you can set it down right here. You are allowed to rest now. Let this be the moment you choose to believe again, to hope again, and to trust that the road ahead, even with its twists and unknown turns, is leading you somewhere good. You are not alone. You have never been alone, and you never will be. Carry that truth with you as you go about your day. Let it settle into your heart, and let it remind you gently and constantly that you are deeply loved, endlessly valued, and never, ever forgotten. Whatever you are walking into next, a hard conversation, an uncertain decision, a quiet evening alone with your thoughts, carry this with you. You are held. You are seen. You are loved beyond what words can fully capture. And no matter how the rest of today unfolds, that truth does not change. There is one more thing I want you to hear before we truly close, because it matters more than you might realize right now. You have spent so much of your life waiting for someone else to notice your effort, waiting for applause that never came, waiting for recognition that somehow always seemed to land on someone else instead. I want you to know that none of your quiet work has gone unseen. The early mornings nobody witnessed, the late nights you pushed through alone, the times you helped someone and never told a soul about it, all of it has been noticed. All of it matters more than you know. Think about a gardener tending to a plant in a corner of the yard that nobody else pays attention to. No one applauds the watering, the weeding, the patient waiting through seasons where nothing seems to be happening. But one day, that plant blooms. And suddenly, everyone notices the flower without ever seeing the years of quiet care that made it possible. You have been that gardener for so long, and your bloom is coming. There will be people in your life who never truly understood the weight you were carrying, who saw only the surface and assumed everything was fine because you smiled through it. That is not a flaw in you. That is proof of how strong you have had to be, often without anyone realizing it. But now, it's time to let some of that weight be shared, to let yourself be truly known instead of just seen from a distance. Vulnerability is not weakness, even though it can feel that way sometimes. It takes real courage to say out loud that you are struggling, that you don't have it all figured out, that some days you feel like you're barely holding on. That kind of honesty is not a failure. It is the doorway through which real healing walks in. You don't have to pretend anymore. You are allowed to simply be human. Think about the last time you truly rested, not just physically, but rested in your mind, in your spirit, in the part of you that never seems to stop worrying, even when your body finally lies down at night. Real rest is not just the absence of activity. It is the presence of peace, a peace that quiets the racing thoughts, and lets your whole self exhale for the first time in a long time. You are allowed to slow down. You are allowed to say no to things that drain you completely, even good things, even things other people expect from you. Boundaries are not selfish. They are one of the most loving things you can do, both for yourself and for the people around you, because a person who is depleted has very little left to give anyone else. Think about an oxygen mask on an airplane. The instructions always say to put your own mask on first before helping anyone else, not because your life matters more, but because you cannot help another person if you yourself cannot breathe. The same is true in everyday life. Taking care of yourself is not selfish. It is what allows you to keep showing up fully for the people who need you. If you have been running on empty for a long time, pouring out to everyone around you while your own cup stays dry, this is your reminder that it's okay to pause. It's okay to receive instead of only giving. It's okay to let someone else carry something for a while, to let yourself be poured into instead of always being the one doing the pouring. Healing does not happen all at once. It happens in small, quiet moments. A deep breath here, an honest conversation there. A decision to forgive yourself for something you've been holding against your own heart for far too long. You are allowed to be gentle with yourself. You are allowed to make mistakes and still be worthy of love, worthy of grace, worthy of a fresh start every single morning. Think about how a broken bone heals stronger at the exact place it broke once it is set properly and given time to mend. That is not a flaw in the design of healing. That is the design itself. The very place where you were broken can become the strongest part of you once it has had time and care to fully mend. If there is a relationship in your life that needs mending, a friendship that drifted apart, a family bond that grew distant, a version of yourself you left behind somewhere along the way, know that reconciliation is still possible. It is never too late to reach out, to try again, to extend the same grace to others that you hope to receive yourself. At the same time, some relationships are not meant to be forced back together, and letting go of those is not a failure either. Sometimes, the most loving thing you can do, both for yourself and for someone else, is to release a connection that has run its course, trusting that new, healthier connections are still ahead of you. You are not required to hold on to every person who has ever walked through your life. Some people are meant for a season, teaching you something valuable before their part in your story naturally comes to an end. That is not sad. That is simply how growth works. Honor what those relationships gave you, and then allow yourself to walk forward without guilt. Think about how a snake sheds its skin when it has outgrown it, not out of shame for what the old skin was, but simply because it no longer fits who the snake has become. You are allowed to shed old versions of yourself the same way. Old habits, old fears, old identities that no longer fit who you are becoming. That shedding is not loss. It is growth. There may be dreams you set aside years ago because life got busy, because responsibilities piled up, because somewhere along the way you convinced yourself it was too late or too impractical to chase them anymore. I want you to know that it is not too late. Dreams do not have an expiration date. They simply wait quietly until you are ready to pick them back up. Think about how many people throughout history have started something meaningful later in life than they expected, after setbacks, after false starts, after years that felt wasted at the time, but turned out to be necessary preparation. Your timeline is not broken just because it doesn't match what you once imagined. It is simply your own unique path, unfolding exactly as it needs to. If you are in a season of waiting right now, waiting for a job, waiting for healing, waiting for clarity about which direction to take next, I want to remind you that waiting is not the same as being stuck. Waiting can be active. It can be a season of preparation, of learning, of growing stronger and wiser, so that when the moment finally comes, you are fully ready to step into it. Think about an athlete training for months, sometimes years, before a single competition. All that unseen effort in empty gyms, all those early mornings nobody else witnessed, is not separate from the eventual victory. It is the very thing that makes the victory possible. Your season of waiting is training you, even when it doesn't feel like anything is happening. Dear one, every video is created with prayer, time, and dedication to reach those who may be searching for encouragement and faith. By supporting this ministry through PayPal, you help keep this mission growing and touching more lives each day. God bless you abundantly, my child. I also want to speak directly to the part of you that struggles with comparing your life to others, scrolling through glimpses of other people's highlight reels, and feeling like your own life falls short by comparison. What you see on the surface of someone else's life is never the whole story. Everyone carries struggles you cannot see, battles fought quietly behind closed doors. Comparison steals joy faster than almost anything else because it convinces you that someone else's success somehow diminishes your own worth. It does not. Their harvest does not take anything away from your harvest. There is enough goodness, enough opportunity, enough love in this world for everyone to have their own unique portion of it without anyone else having to lose theirs. Think about the stars in the night sky. Each one shines with its own light at its own distance, in its own place. And none of them dim, because another star nearby is also shining brightly. You were never meant to compete for space to shine. You have your own place in the sky, and your light is needed exactly where you are. If today has been hard, if this message finds you in a season of real struggle, I want you to know that struggle is not a sign that something is wrong with you. It is simply a season, one that will not last forever, no matter how permanent it feels right now. Seasons change, winters end, storms pass. And you will come through this one too. Maybe a little tired, maybe a little changed, but still standing. Think about a river that has carved its path through solid rock over thousands of years, not through force or violence, but through steady, consistent persistence. Water is soft, yet it shapes stone simply by refusing to stop flowing. Your consistency, your refusal to give up even in small, quiet ways, is shaping your life in ways you may not fully see yet, but the shaping is happening all the same. I want to remind you one more time, because it bears repeating, that you are not alone in whatever you are facing today. Even in moments that feel isolating, even in seasons where it feels like no one truly understands what you're going through, there is a presence surrounding you that has never once left your side. Not for a single moment, not even when you couldn't feel it. Reach out today, not just inward in quiet reflection, but outward too, to someone you trust, a friend, a family member, a community that can walk alongside you. You were never meant to carry everything entirely alone. Support exists all around you, both the kind that comes from deep within and the kind that comes from people who genuinely care about your well-being. If it has been a while since you laughed freely, since you felt truly light instead of weighed down, give yourself permission to seek out joy again. Joy is not frivolous. It is not something you have to earn only after everything else in your life is perfectly sorted out. Joy can exist right alongside difficulty. You are allowed to laugh even during a hard season. You are allowed to feel good even while healing. Think about how children can be playing joyfully one and then completely absorbed in a difficult task. The next, moving fluidly between states without judging themselves for either one. Somewhere along the way, adults often lose that freedom, believing that joy has to be earned through suffering first. It doesn't. Let yourself feel joy today simply because it is available to you, not because you have proven you deserve it. As we near the true end of this message, I want to leave you with one final thought to carry forward into whatever comes next. You have survived every single difficult day you have ever faced, every heartbreak, every disappointment, every moment you thought you couldn't possibly get through. You got through it. That is not luck. That is resilience, built one hard day at a time, and it lives inside you permanently now, ready to be called upon whenever you need it again. Whatever tomorrow holds, you are ready for it. Not because you have all the answers, but because you have proven over and over again that you can face hard things and still come out the other side. Carry that proof with you. Let it be the quiet confidence that studies you the next time doubt tries to creep back in. If this message has meant something to you today, Take a moment to subscribe and share it with someone who might need these words just as much as you did, because encouragement like this is always meant to be passed forward, never kept to yourself. And now, my dear child, as we truly come to a close, let these final words settle over you like a warm and gentle covering. You are loved beyond measure. You are seen in every moment, even the ones you think no one else notices. You are held through every storm, guided through every uncertain path, and never, not for a single second, forgotten. Let go of whatever you walked in here carrying. Sit it down gently and let yourself simply rest in the truth that you are enough, exactly as you are, right here, right now. Tomorrow will come with its own challenges, its own joys, its own unknown moments. But you will meet it the same way you have met every day before it, with quiet strength, steady faith, and a heart that refuses to give up. Go now in peace, walk forward in faith, and hold on to hope, because the best part of your story hasn't been written yet. Amen.